Harry and Meghan are the most miserable people I have ever known. Karma is coming to them. So deserved. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. It's wonderful to receive your daily love. If you also love me, don't forget to support me by liking and subscribing to the channel. Now let's quickly get to today's hot main content. The pair has now done the worst thing ever. They are still slagging off two people, King Charles and Princess Catherine, who have cancer. To do that on a family matter is even worse. They have done nothing except steal money and the late Queen's piece of jewelry. They have done nothing to help people here or in America except once again to take the millions of dollars they have used. That is why the staff left. They had enough of Meghan and Harry. Moreover, Harry is still not paying rent and they expect the king to give them money. One thing that bothers him is the way he treated our late Queen. She pulled a crafty one on him. She left him nothing at all. He does not believe she did that. Of course. When Meghan bullied her and Harry stood there with a smirk on his face while Meghan threatened her, he found it quite funny. But that's okay. In fact, Meghan and Harry have also made contributions to society. I think the most important contribution they made to our society is for people, especially those beginning new relationships with the hope of marrying, to look at what has happened to Harry and Meghan and try to do the exact opposite. Looks are so deceiving and she is a master at deception. So look at the man divided by woman you are getting involved with and try to find out whatever you can. The good, the bad, and the ugly, and figure out if this is the person you want to share your life with. Not many will have the sources that Harry did, but that didn't matter because Harry was lost to the royal family and Meghan had him hook, line, and sinker. You know the palace has a lot of details on her past, but Harry chose to ignore it all and look where he is today. It is just as well to say he is exiled from his homeland. Things don't look that great in Los Angeles. However, he did seem like he was resuming a sport he loved, polo, but she had to insert herself in there as well. So now the polo match is all about Meghan, so that is lost to him. Look at how she dumped most of her family even prior to the engagement, and she will not be happy until Harry has dumped most of his family. She wants him to keep the Queen and his father because she thinks they will be of benefit to her in the future. If the people in our society decide to take on any of what they have seen Meghan or Harry do, they will be lost and live in a world all by themselves, with no family and no friends. Rather, people should look at the example of Meghan and Harry and recognize the red flags in their behavior. If your partner exhibits qualities like these two individuals, it's a clear sign that you should stay as far away as possible. Their actions and decisions serve as a cautionary tale, highlighting the importance of integrity, respect, and genuine support in any relationship. Good luck to those navigating their relationships and seeking partners who truly support and uplift them. Recognizing and avoiding toxic traits, as exemplified by Meghan and Harry, can lead to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. The most obvious answer is that Meghan and Harry's relationship cannot be let go, nor can it be kept. It's a strange marriage, certainly not made in heaven. It's hard to say. They both seem to need each other, he seemingly having burnt his bridges behind him. Thanks to Meghan, she saw to that. Now he has no one to turn to for advice other than his father, but I'm not sure King Charles would forgive. On the other hand, depends on Harry being there, as it makes her something special. Different anyway. Harry seems to have no will of his own and will do what Meghan wants. It keeps him happy knowing all his answers are there, ready and waiting, all from the mouth of clever Meghan. A son and a daughter and doting wife, what could go wrong? There is already reason to believe Harry is not happy at home. Whispers suggest he is being badly treated. He misses his family and his beer-drinking friends back in the UK. And he is very bored right now. I suspect the children are very much hidden away for security reasons. Harry is being oh so paranoid about security anyway. I genuinely feel he loves his children and probably spends loads of time with them until Meghan drags him out on show for one thing or another. People suggest there are no children. True, what we know is all jumbled up, mixed up with lies and truths. It's hard to know what is true. Come on, Meghan wanted a baby. And a surrogate is so easy to arrange. My guess is an American friend, or a friend of a friend, had time with Harry enough to ascertain she was pregnant. Who that person was is not exactly clear, though a certain Alandra Gray is said to have given birth in Oregon at a hospital called Portland. So says Roseanne Barr, a well-known figure in the USA. My understanding is the birth was 2 weeks before it was announced in London that Meghan was with a child. Some confusion about the word surrogate was mentioned, but the notice was taken down. Very strange happenings took place at the time, though I am fairly certain the Queen knew very well the truth of the matter. Happiness for Harry is the knowledge Archie is his son. We shouldn't underestimate the bond that must exist with Harry and Archie, especially as Meghan is most likely to be a very hard taskmaster. I saw a program run by a chap calling it Popcorn World or Universe or some such. The point is, someone had filmed something that stopped me in my tracks. I have often talked about Harry being under Meghan's control and how miserable he seems to be. The clip showed Harry at a venue. Lots of people, a group of people around an exuberant Harry, smiling, waving his arms, and quite pleasantly animated, talking to attentive people around him. Then it happened on film. It was amazing to watch, but a shiver went down my spine as they played the scene over and over again at the realization of what it meant. Whilst Harry was very happily talking to that group, Meghan slithered in, leaning to whisper something only Harry could hear. Immediately his head dropped, the smile went away, and he stopped talking. It was over. He might as well have been The Walking Dead. I have no pictures of that to show, but I do have several showing exactly that head down, no smile situation. I think Harry is most likely trauma-bound, a narcissist's specialty. Similar to Stockholm Syndrome and domestic abuse, Harry was idolized and then devalued. He desperately wants to get back to the idolization stage and keeps trying. Meghan has convinced Harry that if he does everything she wants, she'll reward him. He does and she does. But then it is back to being devalued and abused until she extracts something else from him for a reward. Harry never knows what he is going to get. The siren who will reward him or the harridan who says he fails her. Harry is in the walking on eggshells stage where it is best to submit quickly to avoid raging and worse. To all of this, Harry's body responds with elevated stress hormones to both phases of abuse and reward. And these levels never return to normal, so with both parts of the cycle, Harry has, in effect, a double addiction. Harry reacts to Meghan's sudden presence with a lowered head because he is trying to mask that he is momentarily off-leash. Harry knows he is doing something Meghan would view with suspicion. He was talking happily with someone else. Meghan will want to get to suss out this renegade behavior. Harry knows he is in for it for breaking the rules. See, he wants Meghan to see him a penitent head down, so punishment is not worse than it would otherwise be. Harry, however, does not necessarily see Meghan as bad for him. Many codependents defend their abusers, and it seems to me that he is among those who do. It is hard to fathom, but it is common with trauma bonding. My guess is that Meghan has some salacious info in which to blackmail H. She made sure that he was alienated from his family as guaranteed and solidified by his, aka her, disclosures in Spare. What possible reasons could keep him under her control? Here are some ideas. 1. She and Marcus have on-film threesomes, or perhaps Harry engaged in either bisexual and/or homosexual romps, or both. Embarrassing. Yes, people will eventually get over it. Kim Kardashian made a career out of it. 2. Drug use and abuse. Not a biggie given the alternative of being associated with Meghan. These days it's almost trendy to have had a drug habit. 3. Meghan controls all the fun since he's always had someone to do that for him. He is likely financially illiterate even on the most basic levels. 4. The children issue. No matter the true reason, H is complicit even if it was solely M's grandiose idea to begin with. She trapped him with pregnancy despite having had a hysterectomy at age 29, a fact he only discovered later. Rather than play the victim, he could fully disclose all the true facts to begin with. The truth will set him free. 5. Meghan got a hold of Harry's phone and erased all the numbers to his friends and family to keep him in the dark. 6. Here's a wild theory. Meghan threatened to off said children and blame it on Harry. Given that the kids likely do not exist anyway, as their own biological ones anyway, having to explain their disappearance as well as implicate himself would be too much for Harry to handle emotionally, so he avoids the entire sordid mess and takes drugs to numb his pain. Meghan definitely has Harry over a barrel, and if she finds another sucker to pick up where she feels entitled, then he's trapped forever unless he is proactive in getting the hell away from her. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video, and I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.